What's going on, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome back to another Jujutsu Kaisen Phantom Parade video. Alright guys, we got ourselves a brand new code. That's right, codes keep coming. JJKPP Sorcerer is out. And that should net you guys some fun little points to put towards your character. So there you guys go. You got yourself some Beacon of Training 20k. Not a lot, but hey, you know what? It's something and it's for free. So I want to discuss something with you guys. Quest. Next chapter. Episode 3. That's right. As a free-to-play account, without Nubara, without Yuji, I was able to finish chapter 812, which is pretty much everyone's biggest stopping point as a free-to-play player. If you are struggling, you're most likely struggling on that, but I got it done with the following team. I'm going to show you guys how I did it and what to do yourself. So I'm using 2 rare characters, 1 SSR, two SSRs technically, because this is on a backup, and then I have a debuffer. Now, this SSR here is not needed. I just use them as a backup. Realistically, your assist is going to matter most, right? So this is the team that I use now. These 2 rare units I want to talk about real quick and why they are so incredibly strong and why you want to use them, and then I'll go into the actual gameplay. And you can check out the gameplay on the live stream if you missed it. We had a live stream for JJK and SLA. If you are a follower of both, it's great. So Yuki, the rare version, is one of the, if not one of, like, I would honestly put him as second to third best supporter in the game, by far. And a lot of people have been asking me, hey, would you go with the SR version or the rare? Absolutely the rare. And the reason why the rare version is so good, there's actually 2 good reasons. Number 1 is this skill here, Assistance Through Cursed Energy. He actually recovers your cursed energy every turn for 2 turns, and it actually does help you with the secondary unit that we're going to talk about shortly. And he also has this ultimate here, which also increases curse damage for 3 turns. You can see here all allies for a total of 1 time in 3 turns, 71.9% of curse damage. Okay, and you can obviously increase that by leveling up the skills. Now, the reason why this is important and why the second unit is so damn pivotal to this team is because of this. So the Togi Unumaki, a lot of people are like, hey, SSR version or this version? I personally like this version better because of a couple of reasons. Number 1, this effect here, ward off. I've talked about this. This is one of the best supporting units as well in the game. So I'd say Yaga. It's a toss-up between SR Naname, rare Yuki, or rare Unumaki. Okay, it's a toss-up, really depending on your situation. At the moment, I've actually taken away SR Naname for these 2 rare versions, and they're incredible. They are a long-term staying units, okay? And I'm going to build a 2 ultimate combo for Gojo very soon. I'm working on getting this to level 7 or maybe level 8 even in order to maximize the amount of ultimate gauge he gives. And I think that will allow Gojo to do 2 ultimates in 1 battle, making him even better than he already is. So I'm going to make a video on that when that happens. Okay, it does take a lot of resources, yes, but it'll be absolutely worth it. So you guys can see here, ward off costs 30 stamina. It applies 35% damage taken decrease to all allies for a total of 2 turns and recovers 174 ultimate damage for them. And you guys can see here, putting another 9.9 here will put me close to the 200 mark. Going to level 8, it's even better. So I'm pushing to do this right now because what will end up happening, guys, is he will also give Gojo the amount that he needs in order to ult twice, making Gojo even better than he already is, right? I've already mentioned that. I'm going to show you guys that when I get there. I'm almost at that point now. Now, he also has something incredible here, this stun. 95% chance to stun the target for 1 turn. Deals damage to self, but it's not a big deal. One thing to note, there is a residual effect here. After 2 stuns, the opponent becomes immune to stun, so you have to let a whole turn go before you can restun again. This is a lifesaver. I can't even stress to you guys how much you can stop domains from going off for 2 turns, how much you can stop ultimates for going off for 2 turns, how much you can skip an entire whole animation for a character. It's crazy. This is by far one of the best units in the game. It should not be slept on. Everyone should have this unit on their team. Now, the beauty of these 2 units working together is you want to do ward off as much as you possibly can. And what Yuki does is allows him to do that by having this cursed energy return to him by recovering his mana for 2 turns, right? So very, very powerful together and should be worked together at all times. The main thing here is getting this to level 7 and then being able to finally push off this skill right here as much as you possibly can for 2 turns out of the 7. If you can do 2 turns, 2 ultimate turns in 7 turns, Gojo's doing way more damage and you're benefiting from this. Probably can beat every piece of content with that option. So I am pushing right now to get that done. And just so you guys are aware, if I look at the skill enhancement, this is what it costs to get to the next level. It does take a lot of resources, but in my opinion, it will be absolutely worth it and definitely something you want to do. So I'm going to go ahead and show you guys now the full run that I did to get 8-12 done with the Numbara assist that I had. Hopefully it'll help you guys get get it done as well too. Nubara is the key there, by the way, having a good assist, but this team kept everybody alive until Gojo left, and then we started kind of losing a few players, but I'll show you guys the MVPs and how we got it done. All right, give me a second, I'll be right back. All right, guys, so here we go. Here's the fight. This is my team, 22,808 with the assist. Nubara being the assist level 70, obviously, and having a good assist is a major part of beating this. She is going to be the MVP here, but Gojo's going to do a lot of the legwork. Now, this is my free-to-play account. It's the only account I have. My friend who has a pay-to-win account is not even here yet, so I wasn't able to test on his account how to get it done. So I said, you know what? Screw it. We're going to go live. You guys see me on the other side, and we're going to do this together on the live stream on the free-to-play account. So here we guys go. We're going to jump into here, and I'm going to go ahead and play this for you guys and show you guys what we did. And the setup here is very straightforward. The goal here is to maximize the amount of damage Gojo does, also to be able to stun the boss whenever we need to, and do ward off, which gives everybody damage reduction through using both Yuki and Inumaki. And you'll see here how it benefits a lot, okay? Now, of course, again, the big star here is going to be your assist, Nubara. I don't have her on my account, so I needed to have a good assist, and she is going to be the one that keeps everybody alive or finishes the boss story, but we have to keep her alive. Okay, so here you want to always do the two things. Number one, I start off with tutoring. Buff as much as you possibly can. The buffs will stack, so do it as much as you can. I always use Sakuna Vessel 2 as well to do damage reduction for 2 turns. Here with Gojo, I normally would attack, but because these guys are resistant to him, he does less damage, of course, right? Because they're strong against blue, they're weak against yellow. So here, what you end up wanting to do is instead of actually attacking, you for the most part want to start buffing. So I just start with a buff here first, give him more damage increase, and then right there you do Cursed Energy to give MP back, and then Ward Off. Now Ward Off does damage reduction as well, plus we'll provide you guys a MP or an ultimate increase, right? Now my Ward Off is level 6, I ideally want level 7 or 8, okay? So here we're going to cast Tutoring again, to once again maximize the amount of damage we do with all of our skills. And remember, these stack, so you want to continuously keep doing them as much as you possibly can. Some of you guys might be like, well, Payne, what about the secondary skill, third skill that does the damage reduction? Don't worry about that one, okay? So we're going to attack, and then we're going to do Ward Off again, building up the ultimate as much as we can. And then this again will give everybody their ultimate up. There, you guys saw that right there. And then now Gojo should have one more turn before you can cast an ult, okay? And ideally, this is what you want happening. You want Gojo to be the one being attacked, right? So yet again, same scenario. You go into tutoring. Here, let me just fast forward this a little bit. So go tutoring, okay? And this is where you go ahead and attack. Now, I didn't have to attack in this part. I just did anyways, just to kill the guy. There it is, all dead. First wave done. Now, Gojo has an ultimate available. So does Yuki, and so does Inumaki. Okay, so right here, this is important. You want to go ahead and cast that skill with Yuki and then cast Red. So Yuki will increase the curse damage, Red will destroy everybody here. That takes care of all of these guys in one shot, and then you're moving on to the next boss, okay? And in case you don't kill them, these two will do an AoE again, everyone will get hit again. So either way, you'll kill, no matter who's there, you'll kill them. All right. Now, the last boss here is very important. Okay. You want to get rid of these ads. These ads are super annoying and you don't want them to sit around for too long. All right. So again, here we don't have a choice. We're going to go with kick. We're going to go with buff up. We're going to go with cursed energy again. And then here we're going to actually go ahead and cast the ward off again. Okay. You want to again build up everyone's ultimate as fast as you can. And the damage decrease is important. That way people won't die. Right. Ideally, they attack Gojo. That's not always going to happen, but sometimes it does. And it did in this case. These guys will also reduce your cursed energy. So make sure if you have Yuki, that cursed energy thing is increasing and you can continuously use it whenever you need. All right. So this part here, pretty straightforward. We're going to do tutoring again. Let me just fast forward here, tutoring again to buff. With Gojo this time, we're going to attack. We have 2 turns left. Next time I do this, if I ever do any fight like this, I should have 2 turn ultimates, okay? Or at least 3 turn ultimates, so I can do 2 ultimates in a row. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and attack the enemies. Here, we're going to do, I think we do ward off here again. Did I do the ward off again? What did I do here? Oh no, so I did ultimate here instead. Sorry, I wanted to kill these guys. I wanted to hurt these guys. So I did ultimate and just poured out as much damage as I can, okay? So we did explode and ultimate. So let me just fast forward. Here we go. And then we do explode here. Just to do some damage on the boss, okay? That was the idea. And if we could break him, great. If not, then at least we're closer to a break, right? You guys can see here, there it is, some damage. Did a little bit of break bar, cooperative ultimate. Got that done. Now, we're going to start losing some characters at this point. Again, ideally, the point was to do as much damage as we could. Okay, 1, 2, 3. Okay, great. Tutoring again. Don't forget to use the recollection skill. I believe I forgot to here. That was my fault. Try to kill some of these ads now with Gojo before he's gone. Don't worry about doing damage on the boss. Just the ads need to go. Ward off here again. Help everybody survive a little bit more. Again, I should have done my recollection. That was my fault. That's a mistake. Don't ever forget to do that. That would have been more damage increase for me. But you guys can see here, look, if I had the level 7, that ultimate would have been ready for the next turn. I wouldn't have lost Gojo. I would have been able to do one more ultimate on the turn 6 or turn 7 and get that 2 ultimate off. Would have made a massive difference in the damage, obviously, right? Would have killed the ads, plus done a ton of damage on the boss, and almost put that break bar to nothing, okay? So here, you guys want to go ahead and stun. So this is where Inumaki comes into play with his stuns, okay? Remember, you can stun twice. If you stun twice, the boss doesn't get any turns for these 2 turns. So it's very important to do that. Focus on killing the ad here with whoever your other DPS is. Get them out of the way. Okay, there you guys go. Here, stun again. Watch, because you can do 2 stuns in a row, right? We're going to defend Yaga just to keep him alive longer. There it is. More damage. Remember, that stuff stacks, right? So there we go. Okay, we lost Yuki. And then this is where Nubara comes in. And this is important again because tutoring will now be your main buffing for Nubara. Nubara needs to kill a boss for us. So your main goal is to kill that ad with everybody else and focus on using Nubara to kill off the boss. And she's going to do a ton of damage. Don't forget to use her recollection skill. I think I forgot to do it here, or maybe I was saving her for the ultimate. Either way, very important to do the third skill with her. Here it is. And look how much damage that does. Incredible damage. And Yaga has a resurrection, by the way, so he's not gonna lose that out at all. Yeah, we're gonna do this and throwing nails, and then again focus on killing the ad. That's the goal. Okay, so the ad's gonna die here. We have an ultimate up, and the moment you get a stun available, start stunning the boss. That's it. Start stunning the boss. Right? You guys can see a kick's gonna happen here. Go back here. We do kick. I'll destroy you, or I think we do destroy, yeah, for the buff. Ultimate here, ultimate there. Okay, so you guys can see we have 2 ultimates now popping off. And again, if it wasn't for ward off, we would have died, right? So saving my ultimate. There we go, 2 ultimates again, up. Here, 1 ultimate done. Again, just to get as much damage as we can. Very important here to remember that ward off keeps everybody alive. And you cannot lose lower than 1 HP with your dude, with Inumaki, okay? There you go. He's going to have a break right now. So this is she has an incredible break. So this will break the boss. Look how much damage that did. Right? Now cooperative, obviously. And then from there, Bob's your uncle, right? You just pretty much finish the whole fight. Save your stuns for when he recovers. At the moment, we continue tutoring. Sorry, I talked about Little Mermaid there for a second. It was weird. You guys can see focus. Again, damage. And the reason why you do focus nonstop is you want to make sure that you have Nubara getting as much damage output as she can, right? And you guys can see now the break is done. The beauty of this now, though, is we can just stun. Like, he's just stunned. He's not going to move again. Boom. It's done. Over. Over and out. There you guys go. Free-to-play completion of 812. Hope the guy helped. Inumaki plays a major role. So does Yuki. Please use these rare characters. They will save your life. And I'm going to be building that 2-turn Ultimate Gojo as soon as I can. And I'll present it to you guys whenever I have a chance to do so. All right, guys. It's Payne. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you guys in the next one. Take care.